to all you people that want to line your fucking toolboxes, let me tell you something. Look at this. I want you guys to look. I want you guys to look at this. Look. Just let's look at it. Look at that. Look how easy that is. And look at that. That ain't going nowhere. That's perfect. It gives you something to do. I mean, look at that. That's unbelievable. It's so honestly, it's so easy to do it. I'm going to tell you, if you're doing it, don't use an X-Acto knife. Use a fucking box cutter. Just to use a sharp blade. I use the same blade the whole fucking time. And cut on the back. I was making my mistake when I first started doing it, is tracing them out on the front and cutting around. I turned it over and did it on the back. It's so much easier. But use a box knife, and all it is that anti-fatigue board right there. This is all it is. All it is. And yeah, trace it out on the back. You just got to make sure when you do your box, you got to make sure you line it up opposite. And I'll be honest with you. I was using a pen, but I like using a marker. I use a marker and I cut inside the marker, but you can use a pen too. But I'm telling you, that's a hell. Look at that. Look at how perfect that is. Look at that. That tool ain't going no. Look at that. Just look at that. That's beautiful. So right here, I got my 3/8 deep well. I got my 1/2 inch and 3/8, and they're all impact sockets except for those. Those are 1/4 inch Stanley. But I didn't go with the 1/2 inch deep well because I wanted shorter sockets. And the SATA, actually the SATA, I would have probably used the SATA, but they skipped so they get me 2/17s. I needed an 18, even though I don't even use an 18. I could have wanted, but whatever. I said fuck it. I could always see. Here's the thing: I could always make another one when I get bored. So I did forget to put this on here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot to. Where's it at? I forgot to put this on. I gotta put this one on. I'll do that later. I don't feel like doing it now. But yeah. So there you go. That's the best. This is the best way to make a toolbox, if you ask me. I just think it looks good, and you need a tool. Boom, there you go. Look at that. Look how it's so easy to do too. People think it's hard. You just got to make sure you don't cut your holes too big. Cut them tight, if anything, because if you cut them tight, the longer that tool goes, like right here, these were tight, but I'll guarantee you in a couple days. Look, these are definitely tight here. I could have made them looser. A couple days, they fit perfect then. So. Hell of a job by me, huh? I know. This is how you make a toolbox right here if you want to put your tools in instead of fucking putting them on them Turk tackers. But yeah, I like it. Yeah, I do. I like it. Look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. Took me to honestly do all this, took about an hour. That's all it took. When I first did this about 2 or 3 weeks ago, when I first started doing it, it took me like 4 hours one day to do something like this. Now it only takes an hour. It's easy. But yeah, I like that, and I'm gonna redo this drawer because obviously now I gotta redo this drawer. But I like this box. A lot of room in here to do what you need. Unbelievable. I like it. This is the key right there. You get that big impact in there. That 1/2 inch Milwaukee. And if I want to one day, I'll put the 1/2 inch. I'll put the SATA fucking 1/2 inch impact sockets in here. It ain't like I can make a new one and do it. But I actually like having shorter impact sockets. And like I say, SATA is a subsidiary version of Gear Wrench. So, I mean, if you look at these sockets, right? Look at them. They look just like Gear Wrench. Same font. They're basically the same. They're made by Apex Tools. So there you go. It's the same tool, basically. And I'll be honest with you, I'm starting to really like Gear Wrench. I like Stanley better than all of them, but I think I like Gear Wrench the best now. I like using impact sockets, small ones, because like I say, these impact here, they're the same as my Stanley, same size. You can't beat that. So with impact strength, and I'll be honest with you, I've only used a 1/2 inch. I've never used an impact that I've only used that impact. I've never had a problem. Although I did crack my, I did crack my fucking, my lug nut. I got a special socket for the lug nut, and I did crack that with an impact, so, but that's not nowhere near as thick as a regular socket, so. Anyway, this is what you do in a toolbox, bro. I think it looks pretty good, huh? I know it looks good. Actually, what I did too, if I turned it over, you'd see I actually drew lines. I measured an inch, and I made it like a checkerboard all in the back so I can just like keep them straight. Because if you don't do that, you'll get them all crooked. So I kept them pretty straight with the checkerboard. It's pretty good, so. And you can make the design any way you want, lay it out. It is what it is. I'm sure I'll do it again out of boredom. But yeah, this Boxel Toolbox, I'm very impressed with it. I'm very impressed with that motherfucker. So anyway, I want to show you something real quick. Look. This motherfucker. That gives off pretty good light. Look at that. Not bad. Anyway, that's the video for today, motherfucker. I see some people like my tool reviews. I believe I can rip apart an engine now. I just don't have the lift and anything. I got jacks, but I might need a lift would be so much easier.